Kelly's Reading Corner, Kelly's Reading Corner. Because what else would I be doing with two kids during a pandemic but reading picture books? So join us. Hey guys, and welcome to Kelly's Reading Corner. See? I have spent the last couple of weeks in my house turning a room that really didn't do much, a room that was the space between the kitchen and everything else, and turning it into the official home of Kelly's Reading Corner. So today I'm going to be reading you a very special story, and I'm going to be reading it to you in a very special place. Why don't I show you around a bit? There's my new reading chair where everyone, it seems, likes to sit and read a book, sometimes all at once. I have all of my books, my writing material, my art, some of my favorite artwork, and some of the pieces that I've done. And it makes it all very colorful and cozy and very relaxing to sit down and read and tell stories in a place that's full of imagination. And now for the story in my new space. And obviously that spot is going to be Kelly's Reading Corner, but for today's purposes, it is going to be in a very special spot in Kelly's Reading Corner. These were the beanstalks that I painted for my son's elementary school musical, and as you can see, it was all about fairy tales. And obviously these are about one fairy tale in particular. Can you guess which one? Well, we're here because today I'm going to read you Boy Soup. Now, the original fairy tale is about a boy who goes up a beanstalk, and this story is about a giant who comes down one. So I'm just going to sit under here and hope that no giant reaches down out of the clouds and picks me up to put me in a lasagna or something. So let's get to it and hope that a giant doesn't eat me. Ready? Here we go. And just fair warning, this book has some pretty close calls. So if you get scared, just go like this and it'll be over soon, okay? So this is Boy Soup, story by Loris Lesynski and pictures by Michael Martchenko. Giant woke up with a big hurting head. Ooh, he doesn't look happy. Oh no. I am sore. I am sick. I feel awful, he said. He coughed, moving mountains. He hacked, causing quakes. He said with a whimper, my everything aches. Oh. Groaning, he shoveled his blankets aside and reached for his giant's home medicine guide. Ooh. Oh, looks like he found something. With a sofa-sized fingers, he leafed through the book, and in between sneezes so loud that he shook, he found all his symptoms. Page 71. Queasiness, wheeziness, coughing begun, completely depleted, tending to droop. Only prescription is a bowl of boy soup? Oh, dear me. That is not a friendly face. Can't be, said the giant. Would be a disgrace. But a big, greedy grin spread all over his face. Indeed. Of course, if I'm ill, that's a decent excuse. And think of the broth that a good boy could produce. A sweet boy, A neat boy, a boy so delicious, a giant might find himself licking the dishes. One buttery boy, or better, a group, a half-dozen lads would make a wonderful soup. Ah, no. And he's not talking about a hot tub. Oh, look what happened. He reaches down. Ooh. Did you see anything? Okay, tell me if you do. He reached down, and catching the boys was as easy as pie. He stretched down his thick giant arm through the sky and rested his hand at the top of a tree where children were playing. They just didn't see the branch they were grabbing could grab them. Too late. Uh-oh. That's how the giant got 5 boys. And Kate. Oh dear. Oh, and look, he's justifying it. Why should I feel guilty, the giant began when 6 angry children protested his plan. I bet. It's here in this authorized medical book. Kate asked before supper. Could I take a look? Let's see where this is going. She read every word in the faded ink and said, "May I have just a minute to think?" "But no," snapped the giant. "Boys, into the pot. I've chills and a fever, and I'm cold and I'm hot." And then with a thunderous splat blew his nose as the boys shook with fear from their heads to their toes. Oh, goo! Kate racked her brain at a furious rate to save all of her friends from this hideous fate. The giant was ready. How could they flee? Oh, think, Kate, think. Oh. Their 10 rubber running shoes. That was the key. Just as the giant came closer to scoop the lads for his horrid medicinal soup, Kate gave the signal. The tiniest look. The boys understood. They leapt to the book and started to dance, half a shuffle, half a run, and jogged back and forth on the page 71. Up the page, down the page, sidestep, repeat. Oh, they're getting their workout. Till most of each word was erased by their feet. Good thinking, Kate. Oh, now I can't check. Oh, that's shame. Oh, the giant complained, but Kate said, "I've read it. I'll gladly explain. The book said quite clearly, of this I am sure, a boy soup is soup made by boys. That's the cure." "But," sniffed the giant, "I thought boys went in it." "I think you're confused. Can you give me a minute?" "Oh no," Kate proclaimed, "you are too sick. Don't you know we have to work fast? Come on, fellows, let's go." He looks a little suspicious, but this may have done the trick. Oh, good heavens, that looks awful. Oh, they've even got like a little checklist. Thank goodness they didn't have to go to the grocery store, and he had everything in the house they needed. The boys cooked carrots. The boys boiled the peas, then seasoned the soup with a handful of fleas. They put in some mud, some thick yellow goo, and a generous dollop of dandruff shampoo. Ew. Kate poured in pepper, red hot sauce, really rotten bananas, and candy floss, Sour green pickles and beans in the can all simmered together as part of the plan. And oh, the aroma, like skunk in a pot. Ooh, Kate smiled her sweetest and served it up hot. Ooh, they look like they're having, oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that lay there. Shame on you. In between snuffles, the giant took sips from a spoon trembling close to his great hairy lips. He scowled in suspicion, but took one more taste with huge doughy tongue much the color of paste, then tipped the whole potful of soup down his throat, sat back, and sighed till he started to bloat. And the pepper, the mud, and the pickles combined, the giant let out a most terrible whine. Why? Whoops. Well, it's colorful. And spit out the soup with so mighty a blast that it blew all the children down homeward at last. Back down the beanstalk. Oh, and back into the tree. Kate and the fellows were dented, but sound. They were okay. When they landed back home on familiar ground. Yay! Oh, they needed new sneakers and something to do to get over the horrible shock they'd been through, I bet. The giant was not who they wanted to feed, but they had liked the cooking with Kate in the lead. Sounds like Kate's going to be a chef with a bunch of sous chefs. The giant was not who they wanted to feed, yes, well. Maybe it was worth it to say that again. So, they opened Boy's Restaurant as a group and served almost everything but boy soup. One day at the diner, a delivery came of an extra-large envelope bearing Kate's name. The giant had written, oh, you could probably read that. I did get your letter. Thank you for asking. I am feeling better. Oh, wow. So they even asked him how he was feeling. I wonder how they sent the letter. Oh, okay, let's read some more. That medical book is from long, long ago. They boiled little boys then, even though you're right that it's wrong. Well, at least he admits it, right? I guess that I knew. But feeling so sick made me tempted to do it. I'm glad that you tricked me. I would have felt bad when later I realized I'd eaten a lad. I told all the giants no boy soup for me. Oh, that's good. He's turning over a new leaf. Sorry again. Yours sincerely, Big G. Oh my goodness. What did they get? I think they got new sneakers. Looks like some chef's hats. Oh, and it looks like they are making some tasty burgers. Oh, and definitely not a restaurant where they would serve boy soup. Oh, what a relief. Kate and the boys got out of that predicament. I am so glad. Thank you again for joining me at my new home at Kelly's Reading Corner, and I will look forward to reading to you from here once again. Take care and keep an eye on those beanstalks. Bye. Once again, thank you for joining us. And if you like the channel, please hit subscribe so you don't miss story time. And we will see you next Friday. This has been a Ginger Cat production. painting care of Ms. Dale Wheeler.